I, like a lot of people, grew up in church, learned from an early age that God is perfect and I wasn't, and my imperfections separated me from God. And if I died in that imperfect state, that sinful state, then I would be separated from God eternally in a place the Bible calls hell. 17 years old or so, I realized that was more than I wanted to do, more than I could carry to keep my salvation, because that's what we were taught. So I walked away from it. Fast forward 12, 13 years later, I'm divorced, got 2 kids. I'm about to burn through another marriage. I mean, not a marriage, another relationship. Because as the great sage Johnny Lee once said, I was looking for love in all the wrong places. I was looking for a relationship somewhere, and I was looking for people here to fill that, whether it was my kids, whether it was the lady that I was dating at the time, who's now my wife of 33 years, Peggy Ivy. Came to a point again where I was faced with my mortality and the fact that I still knew that I was a sinner separated from God, and that if I died in that state on this specific night, I knew that I would be eternally separated from God, and it scared me to death. And so I determined on that night, 30 plus years ago, 34, 35 years ago, that I was going to know before I left church that night. It was a Wednesday night, I do remember that. Whether where my eternal safety, where my eternal rest would be. And I know beyond a shadow of a doubt that on that particular Wednesday night, that I understood for the first time the salvation that God offered me through His perfect, holy Son, Jesus Christ. That if I accepted Him by faith, and that faith that it was a gift to me from God. It wasn't anything that I did, it was God's gift to me. And if I accepted that as forgiveness of my sins, then I would be forgiven of my sins. And upon my death would be eternally present with God. So is life easy? No, it's not. But I'm confident in where my eternity lies. This last 5 months has been the hardest time I've ever experienced in my life. October the 29th, my precious little mother-in-law, Glenna Roark, met her Savior. And 24 hours later, our youngest son, Zach Ivy, joined her. It's been the worst grief I've ever imagined, can ever imagine possible. But I still, on this coming Sunday, Easter Sunday, I have hope. And I have joy as a parent, because I know that my son is with his Savior. He's eternally secure, he's eternally happy, he's eternally well, and he's in no danger. So that's my hope. This specific Sunday, this specific Easter, is that my hope is built on nothing less than Jesus' blood and righteousness. Why can I be happy? Why can I be hopeful? It's because I am convinced that neither death nor life, neither angels or demons, neither the present nor the future, nor any powers. I'm convinced that neither height nor depth nor anything else in all of creation can separate Zach and Glenna and my parents and my grandparents, can separate me and my family, anybody who believes in Jesus Christ, from the love of God that can only be found in Jesus Christ. And so that's why I celebrate. That's why I'm hopeful.